Hi, my name is Sam MacPherson. I am one of the co-founders of the Lean Leadership Academy and also co-founder of the Summit on Lean Leadership, which will be happening next week in Jacksonville, Florida. And great opportunity to come speak to the folks here at the Lean Six Sigma Summit here in Atlanta. So thanks for having me here this week. Get a chance to talk about the need for leadership development in our community and meet a critical need on a growing gap that seems to be developing in the need for leadership in U.S. industry. So why am I here today? Why do we need to be looking at this? Why do we need to be concerned with lean leadership development? First off, if you haven't seen it, Deloitte's Talent Edge 2020 has been looking at U.S. competitiveness between now and the year 2020. And right now we have a 31% gap between the availability of leaders capable of leading globally and at the highest level of the organizations and the need for leaders. I mean, so on one end, the industry needs leaders and the availability there is a growing 31% gap at last measure. I think right now, they project by the time 2020 gets here, the U.S.'s ability to field leaders necessary to help us with our global competitiveness may be as high as 40%. That is astounding. No wonder we have a problem with skilled trades. You don't have leaders that's capable, that understand that. How can we close the skilled trades gap if we can't even close the leadership gap? So we need to look at how we're doing that. So in this survey, they surveyed their top executives, and the top 5 most compelling concerns among the senior executive groups in this survey. Number 1, developing leadership and a leadership succession plan. Number 2, keeping their leadership teams intact. If you got good talent, if you can't take care of them, someone else will. Or they'll go find a place where they can lead, and we'll talk more about that. Predicting globally the global leadership needs and making sure we have globally deployable leaders. Number 4, focusing on building the leadership pipeline is where we're going to kind of have our focus today. Hiring our future CEOs today, and we're going to do a better job of that. And then lastly, acquiring high-quality supervisors, believe it or not. And this is according to an Accenture study that was in the top 5 of CEOs, making sure that those frontline leaders were high quality and capable of being promoted throughout their career. Now, I am a Shingo examiner and have pretty good connections with the Shingo Prize. And the Shingo Institute's been doing these studies basically since the Shingo Institute began. And basically, 85%, and I think Bob Miller would tell us next week that maybe even as high as 95% of the organizations that attempt a lean transformation will revert to their old way or worse within 3 years because of the lack of strong leadership to advance beyond that 3 years. So if you look at case A and B and C, which is what we kind of like, you're looking at the Toyotas, and some of the long-term folks that have been successful at a lean leadership, Barry Wayne Miller, and those folks like that. But 85% of you that want to have a lean enterprise are going to struggle with it if you do not address this leadership issue. The bottom line for us, for me this morning, was really about leadership development. What could we do to do a better job of developing the future pipeline of our leaders to lead at the highest levels of the lean enterprise and the operational excellence enterprise. So the big takeaway for today was for folks to walk away with 5 or 6 things that they could do differently that would help them to develop stronger leaders capable of leading not only a lean Six Sigma environment, but also capable of leading the future of the organization.